friends, welcome to English ESL Way, and this is Mithika again. As you can see on the screen, today's chapter is getting around. If you remember, so far we have discussed about the first things we do in the morning, and moving on we'll discuss how we can get around. Exactly, there are various ways to get around the city. You could take a bus, you could take a train, or take a taxi, or you could drive, or you could walk by yourself, or you could ride a bicycle. So we are going to start with taking a bus. As we are doing this chapter, I request you to please pay close attention to the verbs and nouns in connection if you want to get good at speaking English. One more thing which you notice here is that we are shifting from present simple to the past tense. And if you remember that in present simple, we use base form of the verb and we add s or es depending on the subject. But here we are going to use the past form of the verb, and just to remind you that the past form of the verb are regular and irregular, and to make a regular verb you need to just add ed to the base form of the verb. For irregular verbs, I suggest cramming or memorizing a bunch of daily routine verbs so that you do not stuck anywhere in speaking. And if you're really concerned about your pronunciation and spelling part of regular verbs and other related things, where to use this past tense and where not to use this past tense, I suggest watching my lesson on simple past tense. So let's get started by taking a bus. So apparently when we want to take a bus, we check the bus schedule. So I did the same. I checked the schedule and my bus number was 77, and which was due at 8:20. Then I walked to the bus stop. I sat on a bench to wait for a bus. The bus arrived on time at 8:20. Now let's understand the difference between on time and in time. On time means it is neither late nor early. But if you say in time, that means early enough, before time. Suppose I get late for the class and my teacher asked me, why did you get late for the class? And in response, I said, I missed my bus. And then she asked me, why did you miss your bus? I said, my bus was in time, so I missed it. I was following my schedule. I was on time, but the bus was in time. And when the bus arrived, the driver opened the door. The next thing I did was I got on the bus, I showed my pass to the bus driver, and the other passengers paid their fare. Now it's time you understand the difference between a bus pass and the other modes for paying the fare. Now let's understand what's that. So bus pass is a card or a piece of paper, means you can ride on a bus without paying on a bus because you have already paid for it for obtaining it, and this is good for a certain period of time, maybe for a week or for a month or for an year. So if you don't have certain sort of cards, don't worry, you can pay bus fare in many other ways, like by dropping the money into the fare box or by paying a conductor or by putting a fare card into the fare machine. And sometimes the driver, conductor or machine gives you receipt too for paying. So as soon as I got on the bus, I looked around and I found that all the seats were full. So I had to stand in the aisle. So what does this word aisle means? Aisle is a space between two rows, or it could be called as passageway. You can find these aisles in the airplanes and in the trains, in the theaters and in your classrooms and in the malls, and there are certain other places where you have this passageway. As I stood in the aisle, I didn't want to sway or wobble or lean against anybody's seat, so I held on a strap on overhead bars. So after some time, I saw an elderly man got off the bus and the seat was empty. I didn't wait for a second. I immediately sat down on a seat as if somebody else would take that seat. And then I read the book, and near my stop, I pressed the button to indicate about my bus stop, and I started walking towards the exit, and when my stop came, I got off the exit. Now at the end of the chapter, I hope that you have observed the use of verbs and nouns used in the chapter, and your task is to segregate the regular and irregular verbs used in the chapter and mention in the comment box. I eagerly wait for your responses. That's all for today. Happy studies. And it's a time to request you to please subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed so far. And don't forget to hit the bell icon because that will notify you about my new lessons. Bye bye.